Hello and welcome to this historical night here at 1300 Smile Stadium as the Cowboys will play their first ever game in the CRL. I'm joined by Liam Ryan, and how are you tonight?
I'm pretty good. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm excited. This is exciting times. Obviously, it is just a trial match, but we finally got to look at the Cowboys.
Yeah, for sure.
What is your opinion on these sides?
I'm really liking this Cowboys side. Led by Peter Hiku, of course. It's a really exciting side, and I'm excited to see how they go. And it looks like a young side, probably not their best, but it's a good side. I'm very excited to see how they go.
And just before we get kickoff going, who are you tipping tonight?
Um, I mean, it's hard to go past the Cowboys. I think I'll go Cowboys by about four.
All right. Well, AJ Brimson gets us underway as it goes down to the fullback Valentine Holmes and on to Adam Fanor-Blake, who's absolutely smashed Dylan Walker in a dummy half. To Clifford, who gets it onto Cotter. He makes a few extra meters there. Clifford taking the line on. Tackled by Gamble and Pakes. Walker onto Penasini as Wade Graham. He was good for the Sharks last season. And he makes some meters there. And Dylan Walker through a hole. Great tackle there from Reece Walsh at the back. And Dylan Walker getting the Cowboys into the 35 meters. What did you think of the first set, Liam?
Thought it was a really good set. The Cowboys just kept their composure, got to that kick, and yeah, it was a good set to start the game.
It certainly was, as Cobbo making a little bit of a break there. And Capewell bringing it up, being tackled by Graham and Clifford, just past the 40-meter line. And Pakes to Carrigan. He takes it up just past halfway now. They enter Cowboys territory as Albert Kelly taking the line on. We know how much he likes to run. Talau. Back in for Walsh. Graham is luckily there. He put the footwork on Adam Fanor-Blake. And Albert Kelly. It's a pretty decent kick down to Heimel Hunt. He allows it to bounce. And Heimel Hunt's away. Great cover defense there from Brimson. If Heimel Hunt had a bit of extra speed, he was off and away. There was no one in front of him. And Cleary now, being tackled on the 30-meter line. To Cotter, to Clifford. Gets tackled just past the 30-meter line. Fanor-Blake, great run there. What did you think of the Broncos set in attack, Liam?
I did think it was
Ooh.
it was a really good set and attack. To be honest, I think they had an attacking set a bit more than the Cowboys. Just didn't end the set right with Heimel Hunt, letting Heimel Hunt get away.
Yeah.
Could've-
And that's a great kick from Ruben Cotter. And now the Broncos are pinned back in their own 10. If the Cowboys can get some good line speed here, Broncos might be in a bit of trouble. Oh, and Pakes has thrown it forward. And boy, oh boy, this gives the Cowboys an awesome chance to just jump straight into this game. Possibly off the scrum base. We know Holmes is a little quick. We could see it happen here. It goes to Penasini instead. Penasini. So close. Clifford. Back in for Cotter. It's 6 more tackles. Dylan Walker, the Cowboys knocking on the front door. Cleary. Out to Hiku, and Peter Hiku up against his former club, the Broncos. What a try.
What a try! Yeah, Peter Hiku, the captain, just leading the club in the way that he wants them to go in this trial.
Oh yeah, the Cowboys, they got their first opportunity down this end, and the captain, Peter Hiku, Getting over against his club. Obviously, he finished the year with a few games. 2 games, I believe. And as Cleary misses that conversion, be pretty disappointed with that. But yeah, what did you think of the setup to that play?
Setup. Yeah, I thought it was a really good. The Cowboys, they tried lots of things on attack, and I'm really liking this creativity from Cleary, Cotter, and Clifford. I think the 3 of them have been really creative, and I'm really liking this Cowboys attack.
Well, speaking of Cleary, it goes down to him off the kick return as he gets a long ball out to Fanua Blake, who smashed for a second time. Fanua Blake not having a fun night. As Wade Graham just bursting through a hole, and he makes an error. Oh, disappointing. He just made a really good run and gives the Broncos a chance to hit back here. Pakes. Long ball out to Ryan James. Dylan Walker just clinging onto him there. Kelly. Reynolds isn't playing in this game. Pakes now. Onto Capewell, the captain. Can he back it up? No, he can't. He's taken down just a few meters short here. As it goes to Brimson, who puts the bomb up high. It's a pretty good kick. I don't think it's deep enough. It might be just deep enough. And Cobbo, unlucky to score there. We know how good Carl Felt is in the air. You're pretty disappointed that he wasn't able to shut that down quicker. Walker.
Really good set from the Broncos.
Yeah, it was. It was a really good set. I'm a little bit concerned that they didn't throw enough at the Cowboys there. They would have liked to score a try there. But it was a decent kick. A very good kick, in fact. And unlucky Cobbo didn't ground it. Definitely deserved to. It was a great leap in the air. 4th tackle now. Clifford, it hits Wade Graham. He runs a terrible line there. But Penasini manages to salvage it a little bit. And now look for Clifford, who's standing behind the 40-meter line. He puts the kick in. Down to Selwyn Cobbo, who makes a little step on Wade Graham. He hasn't been the best tonight. And Kelly, taking it up to the 40-meter line. Gamble, onto Carrigan. Obviously, Carrigan making a swap from lock to prop. Obviously not an obvious move, but I think that it might work if given the right circumstances. And Gamble, he certainly needs to play well. If Carrigan's moving away from prop, then Gamble might be given the opportunity at starting lock. That's Talau. Onto Kelly. He'll put the bomb in the air down to Heimel Hunt. And again, the Cowboys in the air. Brimson managing to get the jump on them. They haven't been great kick diffusers tonight, have they?
No, they really haven't. The Cowboys, if they want to win this game, they really
yikes. And Carrigan will go over. Sorry to interrupt you there, but the Broncos, off a terrible Nathan Cleary pass, looks like they've gone over for their first try.
Grounded it pretty easily there.
Yeah. But yeah, as you were saying, they just haven't been good at kick defusal, and a simple error from Nathan Cleary and Carrigan scores. I think this has been mounting. The pressure's been mounting on the Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't think it's been a good start for I think ever since they scored, they haven't been as good, and they need to complete their stats. Just go back to how they started, get to their kick, and then just defend and then tackle hard. It's what they need to do if they want to get back in this game.
Brimson adding the extra 2 points, and the Broncos will lead by that same margin. Nathan Cleary to get us back underway after making the error that led to that try. This is a very important set for the Broncos. They need to get to their kick. And Cleary gets us underway. Down to Albert Kelly. Goes for a pass out to Ryan James. And Cotter just hanging on there in the tackle. Pakes. Onto Staggs. Making the switch to second row for this season. Pakes to Brimson. Brimson to Carrigan. Carrigan takes it up to about 35 meters out. It's been a decent set from the Broncos so far. They haven't tried anything too fancy. If they can get the kick away, then Pakes a second. Corey Pakes throws a second forward pass off the play the ball, and he hasn't been great tonight, has he?
No, I don't think. As we were saying, they needed to get their kick there. That was very important, and Pakes didn't do his job there.
Well, Cowboys now with pretty much only their second opportunity down this end. Can they capitalize as Ruben Cotter pokes his nose through the hole? He's obviously fighting for a starting 13 position, with the Cowboys missing an out-and-out lock after the Harry Grant trade. Hiku to Schuster to Wade Graham, looking to make up for his error beforehand. And Walker to Cleary. Good pass as Cohen Hess comes onto the field. This will be the last. They'll be looking for a good bomb kick here. It goes to Cleary. Cleary puts it just outside. Ruben Cotter chasing, but I'm not really sure that there was anyone around that ball.
Yeah. Cowboys kick chasing also needs to be better. In the kicking game, they've really got to get better at defusals and their kick chases.
Yeah.
They don't, they're going to struggle. Let the Broncos through pretty easily. We know how good their wingers are.
Yeah. As Frank Molo and Andrew Fafita come onto the field. Andrew Fafita, a new Broncos recruit, and here's his first run. Just getting past the 40-meter line. It was a solid run. Nothing special. And oh no, the Cowboys giving away a held-in tackle on the last tackle. That's pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
And Pakes now to get us back underway. It's Gamble. He's been pretty good with his running game tonight. I've liked him so far. As Kelly onto Fafita for his second run now. Stags takes it up. They're just doing one and out stuff here. I'd like to see the Broncos spread the ball a little bit. There's Gamble. Again, just one and out.
Really need to be more creative here on the fourth.
Yeah, all right. Brimson. Creativity is what they're looking for, but there's really nothing there. Maybe they look for the grubber kick here. As Gamble puts a bomb up. We know how bad they've been with kick defusals, but Kyle Felt gets it right when it's needed the most. And the Cowboys will get a 7-tackle set from the 20-meter line. And Hess driven back in the tackle. Dylan Walker to Josh Schuster. Goes to Cleary. Back on the inside for Holmes, looking for some space. But read brilliantly there by Katoni Staggs. And Ruben Cotter with another pretty decent run there. Getting the Cowboys into opposition territory. And only the third tackle. They might look to do something here if they can make a little bit of a line break. Graham. Dylan Walker to Clifford. Puts it on for Hess. I don't know if he needed to pass there. He looked like he was through.
Clifford just looked like he was contemplating there.
Yeah. And the dangerous Adam Pompey toward the sideline, and that's exactly what the Cowboys needed. Bad error there from the Broncos. He did well to get past the first defender, but runs into touch.
Just silly stuff from Pompey here.
Yeah, well, wouldn't you know about players running into touch? Sorry, Liam, I had to. As Cotter now gets it to Holmes as Penasini makes a little break. Dylan Walker. Little dart at a dummy half. Gets rid of Brimson. And taken by Capewell. Penasini. Graham out to Felt, and Kyle Felt will score. And again, the opportunities that the Cowboys have gotten, they have scored in. It's promising signs.
The short side play, it just was a beautiful play. You could always tell the short side was coming. Kyle Felt just gets his way over.
Yeah,
Try for the Cowboys.
it was indeed. And Nathan Cleary now to extend the lead to 4 points from out wide. What have you thought of both sides so far?
Really thought that both sides they've been pretty average. Cowboys probably a little bit lucky to be up here, but yeah, I think it shows how Cowboys have got that spark in them, and yeah, so they should be very happy there.
Yeah, well, AJ Brimson, the new 5'8" for the Broncos, he's been pretty good in defense tonight. I've noticed. I've seen him made a few good tackles, and yeah, as he gets us underway, down to Valentine Holmes, the fullback, onto Moses Leota. The Cowboys, it is vital that they get to that kick. The Broncos, obviously, the last time they scored, they weren't able to, as Ruben Cotter straight through the middle. Massive
Ruben
run.
Cotter's been awesome tonight.
Yeah, he's just been a meter eater. He's been so good. And speaking of another good player, Penasini, the little ball that he's gotten, he's certainly worked with it well. And Dylan Walker, oh, he was through. He didn't need a pass.
I thought he could have ran for a try there, to be honest.
Yeah, and we know how quick Dylan Walker is. Obviously, the center of the year. Yeah, so pretty impressive. Pretty bad pass, sorry, from Dylan Walker.
Broncos need to get to that kick here.
They really do. Brimson back on the inside. Tyson Gamble through a hole. I've mentioned earlier, he's been so good tonight. Both the locks have been pretty decent. Stags. It's been a little quiet. Would like to see a little spark from Katoni.
I'd like to see them try and AJ Brimson try and get him involved with that little short ball that we see a lot from the halves in the CRL, getting their second rowers involved.
Yeah, and Brimson, little grubber kick. They're lethal. And Ruben Cotter, the man to clean it up. He's been so impressive tonight. Maybe Ruben Cotter's pushing for a starting side spot.
Yeah, he could be.
You never know. It's Cohen Hess now. Takes it to 25 meters out. Clifford onto Schuster. As we enter the last 5 minutes of the first half, Cleary. Long ball, Holmes. Great pass to Felt. Down the touchline. Little offload to Holmes again. That was really good play there from the Cowboys.
Really liking what the Cowboys have been doing in this last few
Oh, we don't like that though. As Clifford kicks it into his teammate's back. And that will be devastating as the Broncos now go heavily on the attack just before halftime. The Cowboys need to hold them out here as Gamble takes up to 15 meters out. Kelly down the right side to Selwyn Cobbo. To Lau. Gamble. Capewell pushing his way over. Put on his back though. Pakes. Short ball to Fafita. Great tackle from Clifford.
Broncos aren't going to score this one ball stuff. They're going to need to go a bit wider.
They are, yes. And this will be the last play, probably the last time the Broncos will touch the ball. I think you want to look for a grubber kick here. We know how lethal they have been in the CRL so far, but Brimson puts up a bomb, and I think Heimel Hunt's got that covered. He does.
Yep.
That's great defense from the Cowboys. Great defense. You would have expected the Broncos to score there.
You would have, yeah.
Holmes. Thought he might have put a little step on there. Schuster back on the inside for Cleary. Looking for another pass. Tackled before he's able to get it away. Wade Graham takes it up to about halfway out. Both markers offside. Oh, Dylan Walker now joins in the circus. He throws a forward pass from the play the ball. I mean, it is a trial, but the hookers have been pretty sloppy tonight.
Yeah, it's not been impressive at all. 3 errors from forward passes from both hookers combined. Yeah, that's not something you want to see in the first half.
Okay. Well, we'll see you all in the next half. Well, welcome back to the second half of this trial match between the Cowboys and the Broncos. The halftime interchanges are Jermaine Azarko on at fullback, Reese Robson on a hooker for the Broncos, and for the Cowboys, it's Eli Katoa on for Josh Schuster, and Mitch Dunn on for Wade Graham. So we get underway. Pakes almost making another error there. We talked about it just before halftime.
Be interesting to see if the Broncos if the coaches have had a chat with their hookers about not making as many errors in dummy half.
Yeah, it will be. Well, obviously Reese Robson now coming on. That was Pakes' last touch as Robson comes on. There he is. And, well, it'll be interesting to see if he is any better at a dummy half tonight. Obviously had a stellar game in the one game that he played at the end of last season. It's Brimson, not a stellar kick, though. And
As we know, though, we know that Robson is a natural dummy half, whereas Pakes, I feel like he's more of a natural half.
Yeah, I agree. I think Robson will be much better for them in this half.
Yeah,
Cotter fends off one, gets away. Ruben Cotter is out here making a statement tonight. And obviously he's going to play 80 minutes as well, so he's got more time to impress.
It will be interesting. I think he could, if he has a few more good runs, he could really be competing for a spot in that 17.
Yeah. Oh. Poor service there from dummy half. Very poor service. And another dummy half error, you'd say. I mean, it's just, this has been sloppy.
Hasn't been good from dummy half. Needs better service.
Carrigan, straight through the middle. Just bumps off one. This experiment of him at prop he's been pretty good. I thought that his best position was lock, but he's been decent.
This is the kind of stuff I want to see Stags running on.
Yeah.
He's dangerous from this spot.
Gamble poking his nose through up to 10 meters. The Broncos in a prime position to score here. Robson to Kelly. Back on the inside for Jermaine Azarko. Coming on at half time, and Jermaine Azarko strolls over with ease. It's like the Cowboys defense wasn't even there.
I think they were offside, which would triggered I think Dylan Walker was offside, whoever that was at back there. So he couldn't get back there in time, up there in time on Asako. So Asako went in, stole him.
Yeah, well, it was great vision from Albert Kelly to see that, and even better from Jermaine Azarko, who ran a good line there and stepped off Fanua Blake, I believe it was. As the Broncos take a 4-point lead, the goal kicking being the difference in this game.
Cowboys going to need to fix up this goal kicking if they're going to win this game.
Yeah. As Nathan Cleary, said goal kicker, will get us back underway in this match. And it'll go down to AJ Brimson, who'll run it up and then pass it off to Ryan James, who's fighting for a spot probably on the bench for the Broncos. So he'll want to perform well tonight as well. Robson onto Stags. He's been quiet tonight, Stags. He's had one good run, I think.
He hasn't been as good as I would have thought, especially for those centre second rowers. We haven't seen Stags have the potential. He has the potential, but he would need to be better if he wants to be one of those second rows who have turned from centre.
Yeah, and as you say that, the Cowboys give away another held and tackle penalty. Reminiscent of Manly in season 1.
The coaches have passed on.
Yeah. So yeah, the Broncos in prime position to extend their lead here. I'm surprised the Broncos didn't go for the 2 points there and make it a 6-point ball game. It's something that we've seen a lot of CRL sides do. They decided to back their ability and go for the 6 points. As Cobbo now taken down by Clifford and Penasini. Penasini's been good tonight. Kelly onto Brimson. Brimson takes it on.
I personally would have went for 2 there. Broncos haven't looked like scoring all night.
Gamble, well, you say that. And Pompey, great defensive play from Petahiku there. If that's a lot of wingers in this competition, they score. And Brimson, grubbers for himself as Val Holmes. Great job to get out of the goal there.
Really good job by Val Holmes.
Cleary to Hiku. Haven't seen much of the ball tonight, Hiku.
Hiku hasn't been... He only scored that try.
Yeah. And that was very early on in the game. Collins. And Dylan Walker now for Jake Clifford. Back on the inside for Ruben Cotter, poking his nose through yet again.
Cotter's given the Cowboys coach a headache.
Yeah. Clifford. To Cobbo. Cobbo! He's away! No, he's not. What a great ankle tap from Val Holmes. A try saver. Cobbo is so quick and the ankle tap just stopped him in time. As Kelly goes to Brimson. Pushed back to the 30-meter line. Robson, Gamble, Zarko. Tackled by Fanua, Blake and Walker. The former Manly teammates. Carrigan, straight through the middle. Is he going to be stopped? He gets the offload to Robson.
Good cover defense by the Cowboys by Valentine Holmes.
Yeah. Zarko, Brimson, puts it up for Heimel Hunt to take it comfortably and push his way up to the 10-meter line. The Cowboys, they're looking like they're struggling, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. A lot is going into that, out of that tank that they've got in this defense. It's been good effort, though, defensively.
Well, yeah, Lindsay Collins spotting the offside markers there and taking a good run for it. That'll help them. And that won't.
No.
Oh, that's a shocking call from the ref. As Mitch Dunn, just like he does in the NRL, knocks it on.
Broncos appealing. It seemed like they were appealing for a challenge, but we don't have challenges, it seems.
Yes, it is a trial match. Well, yeah. We'll say the ref was looking the other way. And Ryan James. Robson for Kelly. Kelly with a little inside offload. That was pretty good. Nice little play there from Albert Kelly. He's been good tonight.
Yeah, I've liked what the spark that Albert Kelly's been providing.
Pat Carrigan now for Gamble. They get to the last tackle. Albert Kelly with a big punt kick down to Kyle Felt. He'll be looking for the step. He doesn't get it. As Eli Katoa now. Dylan Walker. Jake Clifford. Knocks it on. Absolutely smashed there by Reese Robson, I think it was. It may have even been Tyson Gamble. I'm not sure. But moral of the story is he was smashed. And Katoni Staggs for the line. He drops it just short.
The Cowboys should be very relieved that they didn't score there. Cowboys look so fatigued.
Well, yeah, and it's just not really been a great performance in the second half from the Cowboys. And Clifford making the error that almost let Katoni score.
The Cowboys going to need to learn how to play a full 80 minutes performance in the CRL before joining the CRL in season 2.
Oh, yeah. Mitch Dunn taking it up into Broncos territory now. This is a rare time in this half where the Cowboys have gotten into the Broncos territory. And even then, they're not very far into it. As it goes back to Clifford. We'll kick it down to Selwyn Cobbo. I'd be worried here if I was the Cowboys.
Not a great kick from Clifford. He could have kicked it a bit further and a bit higher.
Yeah, I agree. Clifford's looked a little bit off tonight. He's made quite a few errors. His kicking game hasn't been great.
Clifford's for someone that needs to make a big game, have a big game. He wants to play in the halves. It's not looking like he's not.
Oh, and a gift from heaven to the Cowboys. Was that Ruben Cotter?
I think it was.
I think Ruben Cotter just smashed a Broncos player there. And boy, oh boy, he's made a statement, hasn't he?
I think he's very much competing for that 7N.
Quite personally, in my beliefs, I think Ruben Cotter's been the best player tonight. For the Cowboys, at least.
Yes. I don't even think I can name a player that's been better than him.
Well, here we are, the Cowboys, with their third opportunity in the attacking 20. The other 2 times they've been in here, they've scored. Can they make it 3 out of 3? As it goes back to Clifford, who put a bomb up.
Looks too
Probably
high.
too deep. Hicko for a double! And
the captain.
And Hicko, he's made a statement as well, and it's all tied up with a kick to come. Well, the Cowboys, they've been given 3 opportunities in the Broncos' end, and they've scored in all 3 chances. Is this worrying for the Broncos' defense?
Oh, it is. Who was that? Selwyn Cobbo he outleaped?
I believe it was. Oh no, it would have been the other wing. It would have been Adam Pompey.
Ooh, it seemed like it was Cobbo, and I was like, how did he outleap Cobbo?
Well, Nathan Cleary now to take the lead by 2 points. He gets the conversion when it's needed most.
As we know, though, in the CRL, you give a team any sniff at that line, they will take full opportunity of it. We've seen last season where teams given 8 minutes and they can come back 12 points. So Cowboys will still need to be on their game.
I probably wouldn't be confident in this Cowboys win unless they were to score another try. They definitely need to get to their kick in this set. It is vital. They've been pretty poor off their tries, and they'll need this one to be better. As Schuster now takes a pretty solid run onto Cleary, to Cotter. Another post-contact run there. He's racking up the post-contact meters. And Schuster comes back onto the field at prop after coming off at halftime. It's Cleary to Katoa. And this has been a great set from the Cowboys. They just need to put a little kick in here. Not let the line break happen. Goes to Cleary. It's not an amazing kick. And Cobbo just, that really wasn't a great kick there from the Cowboys, was it?
No, it wasn't. The Cowboys' kicking game has been shocking in the last half.
Oh, and Capewell making an error. The captain. Oh, not great there from Kurt Capewell. Offload probably wasn't necessary, and Dylan Walker just snatched it. And Val Holmes is through! Great tackle there from Azako, and I think Reece Walsh is back on.
Val Holmes has been a bit quiet to me in this
He has been.
game.
Yeah. Little offload there from Ruben Cotter back to Dylan Walker. It was a great offload. Clifford to Dunn. Pushes up to 10 meters. I think Ruben Cotter will be kicking here. Oh,
Oh,
what the... And
who did that?
Clifford making another error. Oh,
That won't impress his coach.
oh, and Katoa. Sorry, that's Schuster.
Clifford has not been doing much. Has not been impressing his coach. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, well, it's not a great look for Jake Clifford. He's obviously vying for the 6th jumper between Mitch Moses and Nathan Cleary, and to beat those two out, you got to be really good, and Clifford just has not been good at all tonight. And the play that everyone dreads, as Zarko gets an offload as well to Robson. Well, the Broncos, if they score here,
Maybe a grubber here.
Albert Kelly, not a great kick. And Hiku manages to defuse it easily, but he's going towards the sideline. Does well to get back inside the Cowboys. They don't need anything special here. But Holmes isn't done.
All the Cowboys need to do here is get to that kick.
Yep. Schuster. Dylan Walker now. I'll go to Clifford. To Dunn. Mitch Dunn makes some meters. They just need to wind down the clock. They need to get to the kick. And preferably not let a line break off the kick return. Clifford. Cleary. Up past the 30-meter line. They go to Hiku. Might be a good play in the long run because of that. That's the reason. Because he wasn't given enough space to get a line break there.
Hiku, I think that kick was better than what the kicks we've seen in the last from those two halves. I think they may have had enough of those halves.
Well, Stagg is making a line break there. He's been quiet, but he stepped up when his team most needs him. This will probably be the last opportunity the Broncos get. They've got 2 plays. Brimson, Gamble. They need a line break. Robson. And they've thrown it forward from dummy half. And that is probably the game. And boy, oh boy, that pass just epitomizes the game, doesn't it?
Robson had looked so good when he came on. I didn't think he'd done a thing wrong until that.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's now the 5th error from dummy half tonight. It's not been a game of hookers.
In the CRL, you just can't make those errors in the CRL.
Yeah. Well, this will pretty much wrap out our game. The Broncos, if they're lucky, and the Cowboys make an error, might get 1 play. As Heimel Hunt making a tackle break. And that'll be it. Well, thank you, Liam. The Cowboys, in their first ever CRL game, have gotten a victory against the Broncos. I've been your host, Jack Carl, and I'll see you all next time.